So the other night I was driving with Carlos, right? And we were going to the turning lane to turn left. And he asked me, why do I have my blinker on? And I'm like, because I'm going to turn left. He goes, but this lane is only to turn left. I'm like, it's called muscle memory. Like,
But also, you don't know if you're someone approaches you and they don't know if you're in that turning lane to go back into the right lane, or I mean, go to the right, or if you're turning left. You have to tell. That signals are a universal sign of telling people what you're doing.
yeah, because I was just going to turn left, and the whole lane was to turn left. But at the same time, is like you said, like the other person on the other side has a right of way to turn right if nobody's coming. But if they don't see my blinker on, are they saying like, okay, it's okay, I'm going to go in and turn
Oh, uh-huh.
like turn left? I'm like, well, that's why I have my blinker on, But for him was like, this is ridiculous. It's stupid. Like, why do you have your blinker on? And I'm like, it's called muscle memory. It's like I didn't think about it. I just put my blinker on.
Well, because also people, they decide at the last minute, oh, this is not where I need to turn. They will put the blinker to the right to go back into the lane, even, because they do that all the time. So, I mean, again, signals are a universal sign of telling other drivers what your intentions are.
Yeah, especially when you're driving, say, like I'm driving down my road here, right, to come home
Right,
in a residential area.
right.
Then all of a sudden the car just stops
Yeah.
and turn left. I'm like, motherfucker, I almost just ran into you. Put your blinker to let me know you're going to turn left eventually,
My
right?
favorite is when you're in a residential area and there's speed bumps and there's somebody behind you and I slow down for a speed bump, because I don't want to mess up my car. And then the car is like on your butt, like on you. Like, I'm like, really? I'm stopping. So that just gives me incentive just
Wait, do
to,
you stop on a speed bump?
I
Or
don't stop. I just slow down
okay,
to
well, that's
go
fine.
over gently. But the guy or whomever, I'm assuming it's a guy because he's an idiot, is right behind me, like on my butt. And so that upsets me. And I'm like, you're not going to make me go any faster by
So
being
when,
on my
when
butt.
you go over the speed bump, is he slowing down also?
He
Or
has to because I'm slowing down too.
no, I mean like over the speed bump. Like is
Oh,
he like is like are you do you have to wait for him? Like is he coming right behind you
no,
or is he?
he's right behind me.
Oh, okay. He's
So,
one of
I mean,
those.
he's
Okay.
literally right behind me. Yeah.
He's probably saying like, well, you slow down enough where I could just go. I don't have to
Yeah, he
slow
doesn't
her
have to
down.
slow down either.
Yeah.
So yeah, and or you'll get those where they'll like just casually madly go around you, and whatever, and good riddance. I mean, those kind of people, get away from me. I don't care. I'm trying to
I'm
be
one of
safe.
those once in a while.
Yeah, well,
I'm one just like it's not a stop sign. It's a speed bump. Come on, move
but
out of the way.
I'm not trying to mix up my axle here. Like, I have a little four banger car. I'm not. It's not titanium steel.
Yeah,
Things are
I
gonna
get it.
break. So I'm trying
I
to
get it.
preserve.
Well, for all those listening right now, this is Unfiltered Circle Podcast, and I'm James, and I'm sitting here with Sandra.
Hello.
And today we're talking about what drives you crazy, especially about driving, because I'm one of those drivers that, man, if you slow down on a speed bump where you're gonna do a stop, why are you even on the road? Get out of the road. Go somewhere. I'm just kidding, Sandra.
I'm like, I don't
I'm
stop
just
at the
kidding.
speed bump. I
No, I'm
slow
just kidding.
down.
No, you know what gets me more is that is when after they go first they take their time over the speed bump. Then it takes them a while just to press the gas
Yeah.
to go. What are we waiting for? Press the gas, move on.
Right,
Like.
right.
But I was with my daughter Sabrina's car the other Saturday because we're going to a wedding and I drove her car because she doesn't like to drive when I'm in the car. And plus, I don't like to drive. I don't like to be the passenger.
Yeah.
So I
You
went
don't like
ahead
to be
and
the passenger princess?
yes, no, don't like that. That's Dora's car. I don't like to be the driver or the passenger in her car because it's all blinged out everywhere.
You look so pretty when you're driving her car.
No, I look like Twilight with all the sparkles reflecting off of me. That's what I look like. So, but then her car is one of those auto shutoffs.
Oh, it shuts off.
Yeah, so as soon as you hit a stop sign, it shuts off. The air conditioner turns off. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then you press the gas and it goes slow to start going. I'm like fucking ramming the damn thing and it's like it's not going
So
anywhere.
when you're at a stop sign, you throw it in neutral and rev up the engine.
That's what I started doing. Like I got there. So what I did is before I go to the stop sign or stoplight, I
Yeah.
stop before and just eventually just I'm kind of like a motorcycle, just kind of like gliding on there.
Glide.
And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I told you, you need to trade this car in.
You need to
I'm
trade
like,
this.
this is ridiculous. No wonder those cars go to speed bump. Now I know what's going on.
Well, but hold on, you're talking about your daughter, so maybe that's a good thing for her that it does turn off during, because gives her a little
Yeah.
bit of, momentum to go and not take off so fast or something.
Well, yeah, because she had many accidents, but she's a slow driver now.
Well, I mean, for good reason. She's learned her lesson and good thing.
Yes,
She's
she's a
being
very
safe.
cautious driver
Yeah,
now,
she's
slow
being
driver.
safe.
You
Yes.
hear that, insurance company? She's insured. Please lower her insurance, please. Please. Well, I don't have to pay for that no more, so I'm good. So
Yeah.
I'm good. But another thing is, especially when, okay, I go down Grissom a lot. Do you go down Grissom?
Yes, every day.
Okay. Why is it the right side faster than the left side?
When it should be the opposite.
Yes.
I noticed that. Well, so if you're going down Grissom from Culebra, Grissom, Tazewell
Yes.
intersection, um, I don't know why. I do come up with a couple of reasons, but it should actually be the left side that is faster because on the right side, you have people turning off on Timber Path or turning off on that side street.
Yes.
Um,
There's a church.
yeah, there's a church.
There's a
There's
park.
all kinds of things. But the left side does go slower, but it should go faster because it's a straight shot. I have no idea. But what I will say is that you do have your kind of drivers that are frustrated at either lane. They'll get in the turning lane and pretend they're turning left somewhere and speed up and then put the right blinker on and get back in line and pass
Oh,
all.
that's a good
Oh my
idea.
God.
Thank you.
No.
Oh my God. I'm like, I won't do that. But you said put the, it's a mistake.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God. I've so
That
many
is
more
so
times than not.
awesome.
You have people coming in and it bothers me so much. I'm like, I won't let them in because I'm like, I know what you're doing. I saw you go off and drive down the turning lane all the way to the beginning and try to sneak
Oh,
in.
okay. You know what? Yes, I remember going at 8 o'clock in the morning to work. Now I go to 7, so I don't have
You don't have
any of
that
that
problem.
traffic.
Yeah.
But when I used to go to work at 8, yes, they would like in the middle lane go all the way down
Because
like a half
it
a
backs up a
mile
little
to
bit and it moves. It moves, but it does back up a little bit because I get on the road like at 7:05. So it does back up a little bit, but it moves along.
yeah.
But you have those impatient drivers like you that want to go on the lane,
I
and
do.
it really, man, I'm like, where the hell is a cop at this point?
But I seen cops pull them over when when I used to work at 8, and I
Yeah,
would see them. I'm like, yeah, get that motherfucker.
yeah.
And then he
So,
pull them on, then I'll go in the middle and just not just kidding. I'm like, you're too busy to stop me. No,
uh-huh.
I won't do that.
Yeah. So that happens a lot.
But then I notice, say they come from, let's say, Culebra at Telzo, right? So they go down Grissom, and then after they church or they go to the church on the left lane, and they turn into the church. I'm like, couldn't you go in the right lane for like 3/4 of the way and then go in there?
Look, now you're being
No,
picky. No,
no.
but you have those that know they're going to be turning left and need to get in the turning lane, but wait till the last minute to get in the turning lane when they could have gotten in there way ahead of time and let you. You know what I mean? Like they're slowing down traffic just to get in a turning lane, which is ridiculous.
Yes, that's my wife right there. But yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Well,
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay, if you're going like 2 miles, okay, it takes you 2 miles to turn left.
mm-hmm.
Why are you staying on the left lane for 2 miles? Just get on the right
Because
lane.
you want to be sure that you're on that side because you don't want to miss your turn.
That's what the turning lane's for. You're no, you're on the
No,
left
because
side.
maybe nobody's going to let you into the left lane so you can turn.
No, this is not non-traffic. This is like when I'm at lunch too, or after
Oh,
work.
when it's
like,
not trafficy.
like there's no
So,
traffic.
well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's no
Those are
traffic. There's no reason. I could understand maybe if there's a lot of traffic. Okay, well, nobody's gonna notice because there's so much traffic.
right.
But I'm like, to me, it's like because and I don't get mad at the people on the right because they're in the right lane.
Yeah.
It's slow, so I just they're waiting and waiting, and then finally able to pass them. And then when I pass them, when I try to pass them, they try to speed up. Why are you speeding up? I was patiently waiting for the car to
Were
go.
you patiently waiting? You weren't like
No, I wasn't
swerving a little
tag-tailing.
bit or like
No,
like
no.
backing up, going forward, backing.
I was none of those. I did not do that. I patiently waited behind on the right side.
On the right
Or
side.
if I need to go on the left side, I'll wait on the left side.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you don't want to pass them up. The car on the right's going a little faster than the left side for some
Right,
reason. So
right.
I'll go, then I'll put my blinker on. And when I put my blinker on, they speed up. I'm like, you motherfucker. And I'm like, no. That's not happening.
Well, I do see there's times where I'm on that stretch of road, or actually, because I will go Grissom, then I will turn left on Bandera, and then I will turn right on Hebner. So
Yes.
I have straight shots. I have the Grissom shot and quickly get on Bandera, but turn quickly on right on Hebner and have that whole Hebner shot. And I go Hebner all the way down to pass under I-10. So there's many times where I do see people on their phones, you
Oh,
know,
yes, all the
and I
time.
mean literally holding the phone up, and I'm just like, do you realize that's against the law? Like, you're holding your phone up and you're literally going slow. Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't know. You see people too looking down, looking at their phones and stuff like that. But most people have it on a
Little stand or
stand or something, like on
mount.
their vents or whatever, that you could see it, you know. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people still like on their phone, like looking at their phone, like this, just like driving, like, you know, just looking at their phone. I'm just like, wow, what are you doing?
Or how about the ones that are doing that, but they're going slow,
That's what I'm saying. They're
like
going slow.
dramatic, yeah,
Yeah,
slower than,
slow.
and you're like, motherfucker, get out of the way. Like, you know
Yes.
what you're doing. Like,
Yes. Yes.
oh,
Yes.
he's being careful. They're being careful. I'm like, no, you're not.
You should not be on your phone. I mean, look, you should not be on your phone. Simple as that. But yeah.
Yes, I don't understand. And then there was this guy put something on TikTok where he says if they're at a red light, the motorcycles should just go straight to the front of the whole lane,
Mm-hmm.
get in front of the traffic because cars hit them.
What?
I'm like, no, 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 no. That doesn't give you an excuse. Cars get hit also from behind if somebody's not looking.
Isn't that called lane splitting? And didn't they pass a law recently that is now prohibiting lane splitting?
Well, Texas never had lane splitting. Texas is not lane splitting.
Are you
They
sure?
do it, but they're not allowed. It's against the law for lane splitting.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is called something else. This is called where you go to the front.
When you're at a stop, and then they go pull
Yeah,
up
like
to
a
the
red
front.
light. Like they just get out of
Oh,
line, they go straight over there, straight to the front. And I'm like, no, you could wait just like all of us.
yeah.
He goes, oh, well, we get hit by cars. So do we. We get hit by cars too that aren't distracted.
But motorcyclists like that who are not following the rules or the laws, they also put, you know, motorists in danger too, because maybe it's unsuspecting, or they don't know, or it catches them off guard, or they're not. You don't. You not that you can anticipate every move, but you can see things, like you know to check for your blind spots if there's cars here. But if there's a motorcycle lane splitting and coming up, you're not ready. You're not prepared for something like that, you know, and
Yep.
that could throw you off or make someone over correct and maybe hit somebody else, you know?
And then by the time, like you say, you overcorrect, they're already gone.
Yeah, they're already
Yeah,
gone.
you cause an accident because they're
Cause,
damn
right,
lane splitting.
right. It,
But
yeah,
but some of them do it too aggressive too,
right,
where
right.
they don't even care. They're just going.
They're weaving in and out.
Yeah,
Yes.
like one time I was at a red light. I'm like, I don't know, 20 deep cars deep,
Right.
and then all of a sudden this motorcycle between the lanes just fast, whoa, fast.
And it startles you.
I'm like, what the fuck was that?
That when that happened, it startles me a little bit, because you don't know, like, yeah, especially you're on the highway, you're going fast too, and they do that. y- Someone who is maybe older could again overcorrect or something and possibly hit something.
Well, this is when you're stopped.
Oh, and when you're stopped, I'm sorry.
When
my
you're
bad.
stopped, yeah, they're
Yeah.
going straight down in there. Okay, to me, it was like, okay, you're going way too fast. A car still switched between lanes.
Right.
Like you're not giving enough time for yourself or the other car to see you.
Right.
Because if you're going fast through there and a car decides to go to the next lane,
Oh, true.
then what are you going to say? Oh, well, you didn't see me coming down. Motherfucker, I'm
I'm
not
not
looking between
and
my
I'm not
lanes.
expecting somebody to zip past me either. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're not. Yeah.
And they do, well, you don't see us, you hit us. I'm like, no, 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 don't give me that shit. That's just an excuse for you to get up there. Because most of the time, when they stop right behind your bumper. Like they're in your ass.
Yeah.
But if you go up their ass,
Oh,
oh,
God.
they got a whole problem with it. Why are you getting so close to
They
me?
got a whole-
Why are you this
And
and that to
rightfully
me?
so. You should, because nobody should be on each other. I mean, there should be a problem. Like, don't.
I'm like, you stop right at their bumper.
Yeah.
And one time I did that because this guy was going everywhere and he stopped right at the bumper. And I went right at his with his little tire too. And he looked at me. I'm like, what? What's the problem? He goes, why are you so close? And I get off the car and I go, why are you so close? Didn't say shit. Couldn't say shit. You know, nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, don't give me that shit. No, no, no. If you don't like it, do it. And then one time I had my Camaro, Firebird.
Oh my God, fireball.
And he stopped right there, right? And in front of the car, he was out, ran in front of that car in front of him. So my motor was big. I went, rah, rah, put it on neutral. Rah, 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 rah. He's all looking like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, you don't like that shit, don't you? You don't like that shit. What's going on?
That's hilarious. No,
and
that's
and it's not
crazy.
like I don't like motorcycles. It's a rare that you find a motorcyclist that follows the rules, that follows the pattern. And I understand this where they're always all the way to the left because you're supposed to see them with the rear view mirror, apparently, right?
Yeah.
But I mainly see cars on my rear view mirror to see if a car is coming up to me. That's when I see somebody. And of course, I always look to the left and right. But I see somebody more on my rear view than I do on my left mirror there
Yeah.
because they're so fucking small.
Yeah.
I mean, they're thin. Well, that's why you don't see us. Well, motherfucker, drive a bigger motorcycle.
Shut up.
I mean, you're the one who chose to drive that like little shit,
Well, I
like.
mean, but they're legal, so that's something that we have to take in account. But I mean,
So they're saying, oh, you got to make accommodations for us. Yeah, but when you're lane splitting and you're doing all this stuff, cutting people out, are you taking us into consideration? And my thing is, no.
well, also, I mean, and I mean, I don't have a problem with motorcyclists. I mean, again, it's only the ones that do decide to lane split and not follow the laws. But other than that, I mean, I'm very cognizant and again, aware of I do give motorcyclists space and stuff like that because I
Yep.
mean, that's just courtesy. I mean, just like any other car too. You don't want to be on a car's ass either. So, I mean, but again, a cyclist, especially motorcyclists that, um, what makes me nervous is when they're driving in groups. To me, that makes me nervous for them because I'm always worried that if, they need to know where they're going because they're riding side by side and maybe two by twos and they're close to each other.
See, that's pretty good for me. Like I if they're joining groups, that's even better because you can see them all and they're all together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But when all of them start lane splitting and all of them start moving around, and then there's like one or two way behind,
No, you're
the
talking
ones that
about
are
like,
following the
yeah,
rules, okay, then there's problems there. Because then when everybody's lane splitting, again, when you got 4 or 5 lane splitting between there, a car can go to the left or right of a lane
right.
depending where they're at. And then what the motorcycle going to say? Well, you didn't see us. You should have watched for us.
Well, but you're not. I should not watch in the middle of a lane for someone coming through that way. I'm watching for cars. I'm watching to see if a car if is in my blind spot. But if you're coming like chinga out of nowhere, that's just. I mean, it happens. That's how
Yeah,
accidents
so this
happen.
is when I saw this post, I was all like, I get what you're saying. I understand it. I would agree with it. But I'm sorry, but when you tell me it's a rare exception that a motorcycle does not follow all the rules, does not follow the lane splitting rules, does not follow. To me, it's a rare when they do follow it, because I do give them the room and all that. But when you start, what do you say, taking room not without
Yeah,
signaling
yeah.
or doing
Well,
all that other stuff, it's the same thing for a car. It's the same thing for a
well,
car.
I think it's just yeah. I think well, and I don't know. I think I say the few that I've come across. I think it's few, not majority, is my thing. It's a lot of those what do you call those motorcycles? Those I don't want to offend
Like the
people.
police ones.
No, but I'm trying to the not crotch rockets, but what are they like
Like the three wheel
the
ones,
not the Harleys or the like the cruising
Suzuki's.
bikes, but like the Suzuki's or the ones that are with the single riders. Those are the ones that I see with the most issues. I mean, rarely do I see any like guys on Harleys and stuff like that doing anything like that. I don't really see that. It's mainly the single riders.
Oh, these are more like people who are going to work and coming back from work. To me, when I see them in traffic all the time, and these are, I'm like, dude, I want to get home just as much as you do, but I'm not risking my life like you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No,
no.
true.
I like the old guys with their police, the police style motorcycles. They have all the compartments and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
for
yeah.
for all that. I'm like, okay, I
The
know these
Harley
guys.
guys, the Harley guys, the cruising guys. I mean, I know a guy that drives a Harley and he's very safe and he's seems to follow the rules and stuff like that. And again, but I think it's just the people that are on those. To me, it's been my experience with those single rider bikes and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, aren't they all single rider? I guess.
No.
Do you ever see like two people on them a lot? I rarely see that.
Well, I mean, I'll see like a girl, like I don't know if she's supposed to be on there, but she's on there sometimes with the guy and stuff like that. But
I always think that's cool. I'm like, oh, cool.
no, I'm like, what? That's so not
So
so
you're like,
dangerous. I'm like, hold on, where's your helmet? Like,
oh no, yeah, you got to have helmets on. I mean, yes, you want to be Mr. Cool, but it's not worth it when your brain is splattered all over the highway. I'm
no,
like, no, put your
no.
helmet
Oh, I got the
on.
chills now.
I'd
Yeah,
rather be whatever. I don't when I see somebody with a motorcycle and a helmet, I don't go, oh, there's a nerd or there's a dork. I'm like,
safe,
nothing crosses my mind except safe.
safe. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's the right way to do it. You're gonna get home to your family
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
compared to the ones with don't. I'm like,
Yeah. No, I
well, I've been
agree.
driving for years. Yeah, it's the same reason why we're having discussion because there's all these accidents that happen.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I agree. I
man,
definitely
but we really
agree.
got into motorcycles. You saw my anger against them, and it's not against. It's just the ones that do it that just.
That
Ugh.
don't follow the
And to
rules.
me, I don't know what it is. I see more of those because I like again I give them the room, I give them that, and then I see them like moving across and they're flicking people off or whatever. I'm like, dude, you're the one who cut them off,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, you didn't see me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, people.
No.
All right, why don't you get me started in this?
You're the one with the motorcycles and lane splitting. I
I
don't
know,
know.
like,
Then I gave you the idea about using the turning lane is to pass everybody up on Gristle.
yeah, let's see how many
Look out
comments
for
we get
him.
on this one for motorcycles. I'm like, they're like, you don't understand. I'm like, oh my God, how many times I've been hit by vehicles also?
I mean, have you been on a motorcycle?
Yes, once scared the shit out of me.
Well, I've been on a motorcycle several times, and it as freeing as it feels, and I get the draw of why people like to be on motorcycles. It is a little unnerving because there's nothing protecting you
There's not.
from you and everything else that's around you. That is a little so I had to put all my trust in my driver, whom I did, to be safe and to know is an experienced, cyclist and things like that, who knows the how to maneuver a bike like that. But still, it is still nerve wracking. Like there's nothing between you, only your helmet, and that's it. I mean, that is it.
Yeah, when I went on a motorcycle, I was young. I was like maybe 10 or 12.
Oh God, no.
And
Yeah.
and he goes, "You want to ride?" I go, "Yeah." And I'm like, there was no back bar. He told me to hold on to that little bar that was in the back. When I say back bar, like the one that on your back,
On your back,
holds you
yeah.
up. No, this is like one little bar,
Yeah, like you just
like at
hold
the
on to the little
seat,
bar. Yeah, the seat.
to the seat right behind you. So my hands are by my ass, holding on, right? And this fucker goes as fast as he can.
And you're just like,
I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, I'm not screaming, but I'm inside my mind. I'm like, I'm falling. I'm gonna fucking die right here. This is like too fast. And then he doesn't just go fast. He fucking jerks it too, like pushes you a little back and all that. And I got off the bike. I said, "Fuck you." And he goes,
no.
"Oh, you scared, motherfucker? I almost died. Like this is not funny and shit, like man." And I wouldn't mind driving a motorcycle once at least, or maybe being behind. I mean, like I don't mind riding bitch, just to see how it feels back riding bitch.
I mean,
But I mean, like, don't scare the shit out of me
it
about it.
does feel freeing. It's very freeing. I had a helmet on. Um,
I didn't have a helmet on.
yeah, and I mean, you hold on to him, like you hold on. Well, held on to him, and I had a back seat, whatever, but your feet are somewhere near the tailpipe, so you got to be careful. You can't move your feet. You can't.
The
There's
burn.
no like fidgeting really. So you're holding on, and you've got to rest yourself wherever feels more comfortable. But that's it. You're holding on. You're holding on. You can let go of him and still be okay because you have the backrest. But no, I was holding on because I'm like, if your turn or if you whatever, like whatever, I don't want to get thrown off because also I learned too, like when you turn your weight, like it's like it reminds me of I don't know why every time it reminds me of the bamboo shoot in Houston, where you're in this log ride and everybody's tell you, okay, when you're turning, everybody lean to the left or lean to the right. Well, you're doing the same thing a little bit. You're leaning with the driver when you're turning and things like that because you can't go against the force, I guess. I don't know. It
Yeah.
just is weird, but yeah, you have to be careful. And it's a nice ride, but again, nothing between you and the concrete except your helmet and skin. And skin and flesh. That's it.
Skin and flesh.
And which could easily be erased once you hit that gravel and road and comes right off. But anyway.
No, I wish I had a better experience on a bike. I mean, I'm not saying that experience fucked me up with all these stories I'm talking about. It was just one story that I was.
Yeah.
Was that a motorcycle before? Yes.
Yes.
Did he scare the shit out of me?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Does it piss me off when these other motorcyclists lane split? Yes.
No, it doesn't do that. Do I want to go back? Sure, I want to go back and with somebody, like to do it. Like I said, I'm not riding bitch. It's just for one time, But so if I want to with a woman, do I hold them here or do I go here? Do I cup? And what if they're flat chested? Like it's like
whatever she's comfortable with. That's what you would have to ask her. I don't know. Maybe some women would like that.
If I do that, she'll drive me to the police station. Oh, fuck. What am I doing here?
She'll drive you to a bar with her. She has a lot of friends. Who knows?
La madre. Can you imagine that? Oh, man.
This guy had a handle whole ride.
Dang.
I thought that's what you did. I didn't know.
I don't know these things. That's why you're supposed to teach me this. Then I heard there's inventions coming out.
Invention?
Yeah, about to me was, why don't we just the license plate be the phone number to the car or just to the intercom system of the car and says, hey, fucker, you going to get out of the way soon or not? What the hell's going to do? Oh, you're going to turn? Oh, why didn't you let me know? So before, the license plate would be perfect for that, right?
Are you kidding me? We're not supposed to use phones, and now you want to communicate with the driver on spot? No,
hell, put that thing on her head like this, tell that driver, hey, what the fuck you doing? You gonna turn or not?
Move out of the way.
Your blinker's been on for 5 miles already. What the hell?
Blinker's on.
Speed limit's 45, not 20. There's no school zones here. Or at least to tell me you're gonna turn. What? Can you tell me you're gonna turn? Can that car let me know that you're gonna turn?
So I saw.
But you know what the invention is?
What is it?
It's a blinker.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I did see on one of the social media things, a reel or a TikTok or whatever it was, that there's this LED things that you can put on something where it shoots the finger or whatever. And I'm like, that is not. Look, are we trying to start road rage incidents? I mean,
I seen those.
I'm like, you cannot do that.
I like those.
There's too many people with guns that will shoot for nothing. They have displaced anger or something.
I see those and I want one, but I'm thinking like you. I'm like, I seen those and I like those and I'm like, should I get one?
No, you should not, James.
I have a gun too.
No, but
pew 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 pew.
Okay, have the one with the finger and then have gun. I have a gun. Pew pew pew. Don't come at me.
I'm not gonna advertise I have a gun.
Well, I mean,
because then they're like, oh, he has a gun. Let me shoot him first.
No. You do not need.
That's why I don't put no gun stickers on my car and say, oh, that fucker has a gun, so I better watch out. I better shoot him first.
Just have a number 2 on there, which means Second Amendment. Is that that?
I don't know. I never heard about that one. I know it's Second Amendment, but
wait, what's the gun amendment?
Second Amendment.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I didn't know what number 2 represented.
Well, I'm just saying you can start a thing that number 2, bitch means Second Amendment.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. And again, this is James and
Sandra.
See you on the next one.
Bye.